Welcome to Asgardians TechX, the online channel for your daily science and technological news, trending topic and update about the future of humanity, space, agriculture and science at large. Please before watching don't forget to subscribe, like and comment on my channel on how to improve it, and on topics which you want to hear more about. Rivian reaffirms approximately 25K production goal for 2022, reports solid demand despite price increase. Rivian generated $95 million in revenue for Q1 2022, reporting a negative gross profit of $502 million. The EV startup also revealed that it produced 2,553 vehicles in the first quarter and delivered 1,227 cars. Rivian stated that it would continue to experience negative gross profit related to labor and overhead costs but expects it to improve once it ramps to higher production volumes. Additionally, we recorded a lower cost, SIC, or net realizable value, LCNRV, adjustment to reflect the amount we anticipate receiving upon vehicle sale, after considering future costs necessary to ready the inventory for sale, and losses on firm purchase commitments. These expenses negatively impacted gross profit in the first quarter of 2022 by $188 million, noted Rivian in its Q1 2022 shareholders letter. Rivian also noted that it experienced increased logistics costs caused by supply chain challenges. The company believes supply chain constraints will be a limiting factor to its production. However, it reaffirmed its 2022 annual production target of 25,000 vehicles. Rivian believes that its plant could produce 2 times the currently expected output for the remainder of 2022, if supply constraints were resolved. As of May 9, 2022, Rivian has produced approximately 5,000 vehicles since the start of production. The planned total annual capacity between the Normal and Georgia facilities is approximately 600,000. Rivian reported more than 90,000 R1 net pre-orders in the United States and Canada, as of May 9, 2022. The Rivian brand attracted organic growth and awareness without any paid marketing or media. Rivian also noted that it received 10,000 R1 pre-orders in the US and Canada, despite raising prices. The average price for an R1T vehicle is over $93,000. Rivian updated its reservation system due to supply constraints and the rising prices for raw materials and other production costs. The new pre-order process will separate reservation and configuration steps. New customers can reserve their vehicle but can only browse through configuration options. Pre-order holders can save specific configurations when their build slot's date is closer. This change ensures that when a build is configured, the customer is choosing from the latest features, packages, and pricing. This new reservation system equips us to better navigate managing a large demand backlog with inflation uncertainties, planned content changes, and enhancements to ensure customers are offered the latest product offerings, wrote Rivian in its report. Volkswagen to launch electric pickup and SUV in the U.S., production starts 2026. On Wednesday, May 11, Volkswagen Group's supervisory board confirmed the company's plans to launch an all-electric pickup truck and rugged SUV for the U.S. market. VW plans to produce the electric pickup truck and rugged SUV under a separate independent company, named Scout. Volkswagen aims to start production on Scout's EV products by 2026. The Scout brand will help VW break into the electric vehicle market in the United States. After Volkswagen's successful turnaround in the US, we are now taking the opportunity to further strengthen our position in one of the most significant growth markets for EVs. Electrification provides a historic opportunity to enter the highly attractive pickup and SUV segment as a group, underscoring our ambition to become a relevant player in the US market, said Herbert Diess, CEO of Volkswagen AG. The European automaker aims to achieve 10% market share in North America by 2030, with a focus on battery electric vehicles (BEV). VW also announced a $1.7 billion commitment to boost its battery electric vehicle lineup, R&D, and manufacturing in North America. The United States is central to its expansion plans. Volkswagen plans to build a dedicated battery cell production factory in the U.S. Success in the SUV and pickup segment is key for further profitable growth in the U.S. And now we have a unique opportunity for market entry, noted Arno Antlitz, CFO of Volkswagen Group. The size of the full-size segment gives us the opportunity to achieve higher unit sales with a small number of models. This offers additional return opportunities. Volkswagen will face fierce competition in the EV pickup truck and SUV market in the United States from legacy automakers and EV startups alike. For instance, Ford seems serious about dominating the electric pickup truck market with the Ford F-150 Lightning and other upcoming products. Rivian will be another of VW's contenders in the EV pickup truck and SUV market. Then there is Tesla, which will start Cybertruck production next year. However, Tesla CEO Elon Musk believes Volkswagen has made the most progress out of all its competitors in the EV market. Musk acknowledged the work VW put into developing electric vehicles and entering the market during his recent interview with the Financial Times. StoreDot demonstrates 100 miles of charging in 5 minutes with pouch cell. Israel-based StoreDot, a manufacturer of extreme fast charging battery technology for electric vehicles, publicly demonstrated its ability to charge a full-scale EV cell with enough energy for 100 miles in just 5 minutes. The demonstration took place at the EcoMotion Week 2022 event in Israel, where automakers like General Motors, Volvo, Ford, Continental, the Renault-Nissan-Mitsubishi Alliance, and Hyundai are present. StoreDot's demonstration featured a 300mm by 100mm pouch cell manufactured at EVE Energy's manufacturing plant in China. For perspective, Tesla's 4680 cell is 46mm wide and 80mm tall, while the 18650 cell is 18mm wide by 65mm tall. The battery was charged in under 10 minutes, the time limit for the presentation. The cell charged to 20 ampere-hour, exceeding the capacity projections for the demonstration, which was 0% to 80%. The cell also maintained a charge rate capable of adding 100 miles of range every 5 minutes it is charging. The battery never exceeded 33 degrees Celsius, or 91.4 degrees Fahrenheit, which is well below StoreDot's recommended operating temperatures, which are set by the company's engineers. StoreDot also stated that the cell performed at optimum levels in every critical parameter. The demonstration further validates StoreDot's 100 inks strategic technology roadmap, the company said. StoreDot plans to transform automotive travel with more solutions that offer rapid or extreme fast charging solutions to automakers and their customers. It also plans to deliver 100 miles in 5 minutes by 2024, 100 miles in 3 minutes by 2028, and 100 miles in 2 minutes by 2032. Today's demonstration represents the successful passing of another milestone on StoreDot's ambitious technology roadmap, StoreDot's Vice President of Research and Development Yaron Fine said. Our intensive development program has already delivered batteries capable of exceeding 1200 consecutive extreme fast cycles, and we aim to complete the scaling up of more than 1000 cycles in our EV-size cells by the end of this year. We remain poised to achieve 100 inches 5 by 2024, whilst remaining firmly on track to deliver our ultimate goal of 100 inches 2 by 2032. StoreDot CEO Doron Meyersdorf addressed a panel at the 2022 EcoMotion event where he discussed and advocated for drastic improvements in EV battery charging times. Meyersdorf said it was essential for companies to improve charging times as it would accelerate the trend to mass electrified mobility. When people can charge their cars in the same amount of time as they can fill up their tank with gas, customer behavior will change and encourage green mobility, Meyersdorf said. Successfully proving StoreDot's extreme fast charging battery technology in front of a live audience demonstrates the complete confidence we have in our roadmap to deliver a global step change in electric mobility, Meyersdorf said about the StoreDot battery presentation. Away from the stage, our transformative technology continues to undergo testing by leading automotive manufacturers in grueling conditions, ensuring no stone is left unturned in the strategic pursuit of delivering excellence to our customers and consigning EV range anxiety to the history books. Tesla wants Panasonic to ramp the development of its 4680 cells, CFO. In a statement on Wednesday, Panasonic Chief Financial Officer, CFO, Hirokazu Yamada revealed that Panasonic Holdings Corp. is being asked by Tesla to speed up its development of 4680 cells. Tesla's demand for 2170 cells also remains strong, according to the CFO. Panasonic recently caught headlines after reports emerged that the Japanese conglomerate is looking to establish a dedicated 4680 battery production plant in the United States. The company has reportedly shortlisted Oklahoma and Kansas as potential sites for its upcoming factory. While Umeda did not provide details about Panasonic's upcoming facility in the United States, he did highlight that there is still a lot of demand for the 2170 cells it produces for Tesla. Panasonic's 2170 cells are used in vehicles like the Model 3 and Model Y that are produced in the Fremont factory. He also hinted that Tesla is pushing Panasonic to ramp its development of 4680 cells. "We can't say more than what has been released, but we are getting many requests. We're seeing continued strong demand from Tesla for 2170 batteries, but also for faster development of the 4680, Umeda said. Citing people familiar with the matter, Bloomberg noted that Panasonic will be manufacturing 4680 cells in its upcoming U.S. plant. Oklahoma and Kansas have reportedly been doing their best to attract Panasonic. Financial incentive packages are reportedly being offered, especially considering the jobs that the battery plant would bring to either state. An Oklahoma and Kansas Panasonic plant for 4680 cells would benefit the Japanese conglomerate and potentially give it an edge against fellow Tesla suppliers such as CATL and LG. A factory in either state will not be too far from Texas too. This should make it not too difficult for Panasonic to transport batteries to Tesla's Gigafactory Texas facility. Elon Musk confirms Russia is ramping its efforts to disrupt Starlink's service in Ukraine. SpaceX's Starlink satellite internet service has become invaluable to Ukraine amidst the country's ongoing war against Russia. According to Elon Musk, however, Russia has increased its efforts to disrupt Starlink's service to Ukraine. Fortunately, Musk also stated that Russia has not been successful so far. Despite the country's efforts to jam or hack the satellite internet system, Starlink is proving to be quite resilient. Starlink has resisted Russian cyberwar jamming and hacking attempts so far, but they're ramping up their efforts, Musk wrote on Twitter. Musk also posted a link to a Reuters article that described how Russia initiated a cyberattack against satellite internet provider Viasat in February. The attacks, which resulted in thousands of Viasat users in Ukraine losing internet access, happened as Russian President Vladimir Putin sent his troops into the country. The UK government stated in a press release that Russia's efforts against Viasat in Ukraine affected even internet users outside the country. Viasat customers from other EU member countries reported losing their internet connection when the war began as well. Viasat has stated that tens of thousands of terminals have been damaged, made inoperable and cannot be repaired. Starlink, on the other hand, has been able to avoid Russia's attacks so far. This is not to say that there were no attempts to disrupt the satellite internet system, however. Dave Tremper, a Pentagon official, stated in April that Russia had attempted a jamming attack against Starlink. SpaceX fought off the cyberattack at a speed that exceeded that of the U.S. military. In a statement to Russian state media, Roscosmos space chief Dmitry Rogozin expressed his frustrations with Elon Musk and Starlink's satellite service, which now serves an estimated 150,000 users in Ukraine every day. Rogozin issued a subtle threat to Musk, noting that the CEO would be held accountable for his contributions to the war.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.